You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Judge. Napag-usapan rin lang itong inciting to sedition. Nag-file ka ng kasong inciting to sedition against BP Sara based on dun sa utterances niya, yung sa online press con, plus meron pa bang iba?
Yes po, Your Honor. Yung basis ho namin, una, yung utterances in October 18, 2024. And then kinumpara ho namin siya sa utterances in November 23.
Right. So,
2024.
meron bang elements of sedition doon sa mga utterances niyo?
Ang elements na ini-establish po namin, which is under the law, is whether or not the speeches would tend to steer the people against the government.
So how would you know kung mag-steer yun ng uprising o magkukumbinsi sa mga tao na mag-alsamasa base doon sa utterances ng BP Sara?
Yes, Your
How
Honor.
did you know?
Pangalawa, if I may explain, sir. Pangalawa po, yung if the speeches would tend to disturb the peace of the community, and if the speeches would tend to undermine public safety and public
So how would you know if it will tend to disturb or undermine the peace
Yes,
and
Your
order
Honor.
of the community? Paano mo malalaman?
The fact ho
Based
na,
doon sa utterances niya.
the fact ho na nag-issue ng statement yung mga government agencies tasked to protect national security, at ang sabi ho nila, that's an active threat, that's an issue of national security. So definitely na-disturb ho yung ating
How?
well, nag-alala ho ang nasa gobyerno. Kami ho, per se, yung sabi ko kanina,
Nag-alala kayo o nag-alala yung taong bayan? Kasi iba yung nag-aalala kayo nasa gobyerno, kayo nag-imbestiga, versus nag-aalala yung nakarinig at yung mga at that time ay nagsusubaybay dun sa mga
Yes po.
sinasabi ng BP.
Nag-alala po ang taong bayan, definitely. Kasi
How?
Well, marami ho kaming nakita sa news, sa comments ng social media.
Comments. So that means you factored in yung comments and reactions sa social media doon sa ginawa niyang press conference, doon sa mga utterances niya, kung ano yung reaksyon ng mga netizens na nakapanood.
Yes po, Your Honor.
At ano naman yung mga sinabi doon?
Well, yun nga, yung iba nagwo-worry, ano na ba yung mangyayari sa bansa natin? Bakit magulo yung mga nasa taas? Yung iba nagsasabi, ano ba ito? Saan ba ito patungo?
So hindi pa rin seditious yun. Nag-worry lang sila saan patungo. Ang seditious is, tama ka dyan, BP Sara. Go tayo. Gawin natin yan. Nasa likod nyo kami. Yun yung sedition.
Meron nung ganon na comment din po, Your Honor.
Meron.
Meron po. In fact, doon
Ano yung
sa,
comment na yun? Kung meron.
yung supporter po ng
Ano ang sinabi?
na yun nga, yung sa people power, yung sa nasa likod mo kami, kung ano yung
Nasa likod mo kami, people power. Nabanggit yun sa comment section.
sa ano, Your Honor, sa during interview with the Vice President doon sa November 23, 2024.
So meaning, binase mo, isa dun sa mga reasons kung bakit ka nagpa ng kasong sedition, BP Sara base sa kanyang utterances, dahil finactor in mo yung mga comments ng mga nakapanood.
Yes, sir.
Yung sinasabi mo supporters.
Opo, yes, sir.
Okay, kasi pag sinabi ng mga nagko-comments, nag-worry kami, I don't think nandun yung elements of sedition. Maliban na pag sinabi na nasa likod mo kami, let's do it, go.
Well, Your Honor,
Gagawin namin kung anong gusto mong gawin, things to that effect.
opo.
Were there
Meron na kami
comments like those?
meron na kami nakita sa mga Facebook comments, although hindi siya nasama,
Na?
na hindi siya nasama dito sa investigation.
At ano nga ulit, halimbawa?
Yung mga Facebook comments, Your Honor, na nagsasabi, lusubin na natin ang Malacanang, tapos may ganun na sign.
Lusubin na natin ang Malacanang.
Yun yung comments ko sa Facebook, yung mga nagko-comment.
At meron kang ebidensya tungkol dyan. Hindi mo to katang-isip lang.
Kung babalikan ko po, yun nga po ang sabi ko during those
Okay.
times, siyempre nagbabrowse kami.
Okay.
Nga lamang, hindi namin naisama sa authentication. Your
No further question, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Raffy Tulfo. The Senate President is recognized. He has 2 minutes as well.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. On the same topic on inciting to sedition, Attorney Lotak, meron ba kayong nakausap na mga tao na naniwala doon sa sinasabi ni Vice President Sara on inciting to sedition? Nakita ko kasi doon sa grave threats, marami kayong in the interview. Pero in this particular case, meron ba kayong at least man lang nakausap na mga tao, inimbestiga further kung talagang merong epekto yung kanyang mga sinabi?
So far as the Cybercrime Division is concerned, Your Honor, hindi ho kami nakapag-focus dyan. Siguro ang pwede ho makasagot niyan, Your Honor, yung intelligence service po namin dyan sa issue po na yan. Hindi ho kami nakapag-focus dyan to conduct investigation on
Isa
people's
para sa akin
comments.
kasi sa kabilang banda pwede ka magsalita pero sa kabilang banda may naniniwala ba sa'yo? So ang gusto kong malaman kung meron kayong nakausap na mga grupo o mga anyone o naimbestigahan nyo, naniniwala talaga doon sa kanyang pinagsasabi.
I think ang makakasagot po niyan yung the intelligence service, yung director po namin, sir.
Okay.
Sa kanya po yung pool ng information ng
And then I believe na doon sa mga sinabi niya, nangyari rin ito doon sa 2-hour video. Tama po ba?
yes, sir. Opo.
Pinatawag nyo rin itong may mga pinatawag kayong media personalities. Tinanong nyo ba sa kanila kung meron sa kanilang naniwala na itong mga sinabi ni Vice President ay inciting to sedition? Dapat naniwala ba sila na yung mga sinabi ni Vice President during the 2-hour video ay pinag-aalsa yung mga nandoon o naniniwala sila na yun ang tema ng kanyang sinabi?
Not specifically na inciting to sedition. Ang mga comment nila doon is na-shock sila. May comment sila doon na nasa real battle mode na siya. May comment siya doon na totoo na to, seryoso na yung galit niya. Yun ho yung mga...
Galit naman
comment.
talaga siya pero inciting to sedition ni mag-alsa. Meron ba
Wala
ganun silang-
pong ganong comment during the Q&A portion, Your Honor.
And just to on a related question, Mr. Presiding Officer, inciting to sedition is serious rin, no? At kailangan din ito ng attention ng mga intelligence agencies natin. Meron ba kayong coordination with our iba't ibang intelligence agencies tulad ng National Security Council, ng PNP, ng NBI, not NBI, no, but ng ibang mga security intelligence agencies natin? Nag-coordinate ba ang NBI sa kanila? Kayo mismo nag-coordinate ba?
Ang nag-uusap po dyan, Your Honor, is kasi intelligence matter yan. Ang nag-uusap po yan between intelligence service ng NBI, intelligence units ng AFP, intelligence department ng PNP. So nasa level po nila yon, sir.
Katulad ng grave threats pagkukontrata, inciting to sedition, seryoso rito eh. Gusto ko malaman kung merong effort ang ginawa ang NBI para makipag-coordinate sa AFP, no? Sa PNP dahil ito pinag-uusapan natin pag-aalsa o hinihimok mo mag-umalsa. No, meron bang gano'n na mga coordination na ginawa ang inyong opisina o ang NBI?
Ang alam ko meron yan, pero nasa level na po yan, sir, ng intelligence service namin, Your Honor.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Noted, entered into the records. We thank the distinguished Senate President. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Ligarda?
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, just a few questions.
The lady has 2 minutes,
Yes.
ma'am. You may
Thank
proceed
you.
when you're ready.
This just to provide clarity for this representation and just a few questions to Attorney Lotok.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Attorney Lotok, sa paragraph 53 ng Affidavit of Investigation na iyong pinirmahan, sabi niyo po na the Vice President's statements were brought about or motivated by unpleasant circumstances occurring before November 23, 2024 press conference.
I believe, nabasa ko po yan,
Yes.
Your
Kasama
Honor.
ba ho dito yung pahayag ng Vice Presidente noong Oktubre 18, 2024?
Yes,
Is that
yes, Your
part
Honor.
of your affidavit?
Opo, Your Honor.
Yes. Bago naman po magsimula ang press conference noong November 23, mayroon mga pangyayaring kasama ang Chief of Staff, si Attorney Zulaika Lopez, na may kinalaman sa mga na-cite in contempt, sa camera, detention,
Opo.
medical emergency, at mga planong paglilipat
Yes,
sa
Your Honor.
hindi pa po ako tapos.
Sorry po.
Ng piitan sa Correctional Institute for Women sa Mandaluyong. Tama po ba na mga pangyayaring ito ay naganap ilang oras bago yung sinagawang press conference na pinakita ilang beses sa
Yeah.
video?
Yes, Your Honor. Kasama ho yan sa
Yes.
investigation namin.
Kahapon po, sinabi po ng testigo, kayo po, na kinonsider ng NBI yung so-called bigger picture. I think those were the words that you used. Sabi niyo pa, you put all the pieces of the puzzle together in your own words.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Para malinaw lamang sa impeachment court, trying to absorb everything, saan po yatang bahagi ng affidavit of investigation nakasaad yung mga factual findings ng NBI tungkol sa mga pangyayaring November 22 and 23 bago yung press conference? I was perusing the affidavit of the investigation and I could not find the detailed circumstances leading to November 23, where admittedly there was emotions like an emotional hyperbole or an outburst, but the events leading to the press conference. Saan po yun sa inyong affidavit?
I think, Your Honor, nasa affidavit of transcription ho yan.
I
Transcribe po yan as
read it
attachment.
a few times. I could not see the detailed events leading to that. Having mentioned the medical emergency, the transfers to the Correctional Institute for Women, and so that the person who will read the affidavit will have a accurate, factual, and complete appreciation of the events leading to the press conference.
Yeah.
Perhaps your view, having been the person who filed the complaint, may have a different, perhaps, appreciation from my view because I find it somewhat incomplete. And that is just my comment on this because you clearly said you put all the pieces together. And during that time, alam ba ninyo na habang sinasagawa ng NBI ang investigasyong ito, may nakabinbin na direct assault, resistance, and disobedience to authority at grave coercion laban sa Vice Presidente, kaugnay yung insidente nangyari sa ospital, sa Veterans Medical Center?
Narinig ko lang po, Your Honor. Pero
Yes,
hindi
you
ko aware sa
heard
facts
about
na
that, yes. And was there an investigation that was done regarding that incident?
I think ang focus po namin, Your Honor, is yung violation ng grave threats by the Vice President and inciting to sedition. Now, pagdating ho doon sa nangyari sa Vice Presidente, yun nga sabi ko, hindi ako aware sa kabuuan ng facts na yon. Baka yung ibang agency nag-imbestiga po doon, hindi ako aware, Your Honor, doon sa circumstance na yon.
And so would the answer, Attorney Lotok, be a no? Were these taken into consideration in the investigation?
Again, Your Honor, nasa
Or would this be a yes, meaning it is contained in the affidavit, which I'm trying to look for as well?
Nasa affidavit of transcription po yung nangyaring usapan during that time. Nag-execute ho ng affidavit of transcription ng agent on case, Your Honor.
Actually, ilang beses ko po binasa yung affidavit and what I see is there was a focus on the October 18. But on all the events on November 22 and 23, the detailed events leading to the emotional outburst did not seem complete. And that's what I'm trying to elicit from Attorney Loto, our witness, because when we say that we had considered the bigger picture and all the facts and circumstances leading to the cases of great threat and inciting to sedition that were recommended, we want to understand the whole process and the factual context in which it happened. Because if you are to take snapshots of events and focus on October 18 and the press conference, it can shock any person. However, if you see as well the events leading to the emotions and the detention of the Chief of Staff and the Vice President herself, iba pa yung kasong ito, iba pa yung nadetina, iba pa yung sinampang kaso at pinagsarahan ng pinto ng ambulansya, kaya nagkaroon ng kasong ganon. I tried to read the affidavit a few times and could not find such a comprehensive enumeration of facts by the NBI, and that's why, thus, this query.
Pwede na po, Your Honor.
Yes, please.
Meron hong affidavit of transcription kung ano nangyari, and then nag-submit po kami ng authenticated na video para humakita ng mga senator judges natin kung what happened during those dates for appreciation po ninyo. So makikita ho rito kung ano yung nag-took place during the November 23, 2024 online press conference. But then again, as I've said, at in-explain ko na rin ito kahapon, Your Honor, if I may, kinonsider namin yung situation ni Attorney Zulaika Lopez. Nakita namin yung complaint niya, yung reklamo niya, yung health condition na sinasabi niya. Sinama din po namin yon na ano ba yung nangyari. Taking all the situations or the facts and circumstances attendant to that event, hindi ho na alter yung the fact na nag-utter ang Vice President ng grave threats against the three. Despite of the fact na merong emotional situation na gano'n, hindi rin ho na-alter na merong violation na ginawa yung Vice President during that online press conference. And as a matter of fact, even before that emotional situation, maliwanag ko doon sa utterances, even before that emotional situation, sinasabi ho doon sa utterances, meron na akong kinausap. So nag-trigger na ho yun, ma'am. Meron na akong kinausap na isang tao na papatay sa presidente, sa First Lady, at doon po sa Speaker of the House. So, kahit sinama po namin siya to consider everything, again, Your Honor, hindi ho na bago yung utterances na ginawa ng Vice President. Hindi rin ho na bago na yung instruction niya is relentless in killing the three.
Yes. Attorney Lotok, what I've been trying to ask is not just the utterances which we've watched several times, but all the events leading to the utterances, and that is what I want. I understand what you're saying, that there were attachments or transcription, but the transcription would not be considered an assessment or an investigation. These were perhaps attached as transcription. And you earlier said that the threats are circumstantial. So the and that is the reason why I was looking for that in the affidavit of the investigation. In short, para pong nakulangan ako, pero kung sinabi nyong inattach nyo yung transcript, so be it. But then, if you will read the 50 plus pages again of your investigation, it seemed to me, at least at this point, that snapshots were taken focusing on the October 18 and the utterances, but there seemed to be events leading to it that may have not been included.
With
But
the indulgence of Senator
leave it
Judge
at that.
Legarda,
Yes.
kindly wind up, ma'am.
Yes. So the last question, thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Na-interview rin niyo po ang mga miyembro ng media and you asked them factual information. Did you also ask them about the emotional state ng mga kalahok sa media, yung mga pangyayaring naganap bago ginawa yung mga naturang pahayag? In short, not just the factual statement, but the atmosphere, the events leading to that Zoom press conference that led to the perceived or alleged utterances.
Wala po yan sa minutes of meeting, sa Q&A, wala po yan, Your Honor.
Should you not have asked the members of media and the others who were part of that so that you would have, in your own words, sir, the complete picture so that everything is taken into consideration on why such a highly placed person would give such utterances because such conditions existed that just might have elicited it. But you did not do that investigation or at least conversations with the members of media. I leave it at that. Thank you for answering my questions.
Thank you, Senator Judge Legarda. Senator Judge